Hey guys, Music Man here, back with another Identity V video. In this video I'm going to be showing you more of my Feaster gameplay, and I'm going to be doing a commentary over my gameplay so that you guys can get a little inside look in my head of what I think of when I'm playing Hunter. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first match I'm going to be showing you all is on Leo's Memory. Leo's Memory is an alright map for Feaster. I mean, it's a much stronger map for characters like Wu Chang and Bloody Queen that have higher mobility, as it's a relatively larger map. But I decided I wanted to play Feaster for a round. So, come across my first survivor here. And in the team comp like this, I've got both the Mind's Eye and the Prisoner here, the Barmaid. The code's relatively fast. It's really super important that I get my first down relatively quickly. Because if I don't get that first down quickly, the first 60 seconds can kind of ruin my game because they get a lot of ciphers decoded. So now I'm just chasing the Enchantress here, trying to get an early first down here. I get a fast hit on the Enchantress here. And she does have a stun on me right now, so gotta be careful about that, trying to lead her into another tentacle. And you can see I got relatively quick first down, probably within around the first 2 minutes of the game, so that's relatively strong start. Now at this point, I'm just going to go around placing peepers on all of the ciphers. The reason why I play peeper here is because it helps block that cipher rush that's going to be happening. Here I'm just kind of hanging out waiting for a rescue. Now the problem with running a fast decoding team like this is that you don't have a lot of potential for rescue. So that was kind of a wasted stun there, but I want to make sure I don't lose the Enchantress here, so I'm going to follow her. Since I already got the hit with the tentacle, all I need to do is chase the Enchantress down. Now, of all of these characters, the Enchantress would be the least desirable one. However, I still win after because I was able to get a fast first down with her, and ultimately I was able to force the Prisoner to save after half. So the Enchantress is a good first chase to do, but if she starts getting like 2 or 3 stuns and you still haven't gotten a hit on her, just move on, because the longer she kites, the more difficult she becomes to catch. So at this point, I'm chasing the Prisoner over here. He's kind of leading me through Shack here. And I'm seeing if I can kind of reach in there with a tentacle and get the hit without breaking the pallet, but it looks like that's going to be difficult. So I try to get a tentacle hit here. Doesn't quite work, so I'm just trying to work around this area. His camping is really strong, but his chase is, I would say, relatively mediocre. Just because the tentacles are relatively easy to evade. But I'm able to down the Prisoner eventually. Now, the Mind's Eye's been able to go to town decoding all of these ciphers, so that puts me in a really tough spot. There's only 1 cipher remaining, which will leave most likely the Barmaid to come for the save, and the Mind's Eye to finish up that last cipher. Yep, you can see with the messages, that's what they're planning on doing. And the Mind's Eye is working on that last cipher, so that's probably going to be primed here really soon. I'm still going to camp though, just because I feel like I would have better luck doing that. I'll be able to at least like secure a draw at this point. So I use my Nightmare Gaze here, and I was able to get the Prisoner there, but there was that expected cipher pop. So I'm still going to chase the Prisoner though, because the Prisoner is going to be what secures me that last that tie. So at this point, I kind of know that I've got a tie in the bag. But I had a feeling that they were going to the other gate, so I end up teleporting over there. I didn't think the Mind's Eye was in a position to rescue, so what I do is I go over here and then I switch to teleport, I believe. Yeah, go over there. The barmaid was finishing up that gate, and then I ended up teleporting too late, so that was really unfortunate. So at this point, I've got nothing to do except use a tentacle, find out where they are. So I figured they were either going to the gate or to the dungeon, but I mean, this is the good thing about not surrendering right away, is that I think they were actually trying to open the gate there, and that gave me an opportunity to kind of sneak up on them, and now my job is just kind of to play defense. The Mind's Eye is going for the dungeon there, but I'm able to charge attack right to the side and get the Mind's Eye right before she gets to the dungeon. And yeah, that's a win. So I'm just going to take this Mind's Eye to the chair, but you can see how the Mind's Eye was trying to get the gate open. And the difficult thing about the Mind's Eye with being blind is that you aren't able to see things. Like if she was another survivor, she probably would have been able to notice that the dungeon was somewhere nearby. That's really tough to do as a Mind's Eye. So now I got her kind of pinned, and I was able to get a quick down on the Mind's Eye again. But yeah, that's about the game. So against a team comp that's fast for Cypher Rush, you need those first 60 seconds of the game are extremely important. You need to find a survivor, and you kind of need to go for the first survivor you come by. Like I saw the Enchantress, which was the least desirable one to chase of the bunch, but it's the one I came by, so I had to chase. And now we're moving on to the second match, which is on Hospital. Hospital is another pretty decent Feaster map. Definitely better than Leo's Memory. And I'm going to be going over here chasing the Gardener. The Gardener is a pretty good choice for a first chase because she's got normal decoding speed and she's got relatively normal kiting ability. So I was wondering if at that point she was thinking I had blink or something, thinking I would like blink through the pallet or something, but that ended up leading me to get quick first down. So now what I do is I choose a rocket chair that's close to the Cypher. So when you're a hunter, picking rocket chairs that are close to the Cyphers are really important here. In this match, I show a lot of how strong the camping is for Feaster. So at this point, they do end up getting a rescue there. It's kind of unfortunate, but I get a hit on the Merc, and that kind of makes the Merc run away. But I do get that tentacle hit. So a good thing that you can do is you can pin the survivor between yourself and a tentacle so that you're able to get a guaranteed hit across a window, depending on whether they vault or not. If they don't vault, you can hit them. If they vault, you can just use your tentacle. And that's what you just saw me do with the Gardener here. So now at this point, setting up my camping, and I see that they're trying to heal there. So I'm kind of coming around to this area. I don't really know where they are. I thought they were running, so I was like, okay. I'm expecting some sort of a rescue from the chair. But look at this. Gauntlet blocked by the tentacle. I'm able to get a hit on the survivor. Set up my tentacle over there, and the mercenary just gives up on the save. So one thing that's also important to note with the tentacles is that they're able to, if you position them just right, you're able to block certain abilities like a forward dash or a, as you just saw, a mercenary gauntlet. So I was able to down the Mind's Eye here really fast. Now, usually speaking, unless they're caught in a gray area, the Mind's Eye's gonna be, it's bound to be a fast down. She has really slow vaulting. She's just really slow, plus combined by the fact that she's blind, it makes her an all-out decoder and not super great kiter. So if you find the Mind's Eye, chances are it's going to be a really, really quick down. So now at this point, I'm looking around for the survivor that's going for the rescue, and I end up seeing them right there. So I'm going to set up my area here. Able to hit the Mind's Eye there, and I'm able to follow up with a double hit on the rescuer. But at that point, I feel like the acrobat should have been the one to go for the save, but that's just my opinion. Although it's perfectly justified that they sent the mercenary because the mercenary has worse decoding. So I was just going in the general direction to see if I could be lucky and find the mercenary, but I end up seeing the acrobat here, which is the only survivor still standing. I'm going to set up my tentacles. So one thing when you're going against a feaster is don't try to waste your time with, don't waste your time trying to tight kite, because the feaster's ability by definition kind of counters the tight kiting because you're able to pin them whenever you try to do that. So I could have gone for a regular hit there, but I ended up using my Nightmare Gaze and getting the down on the acrobat using the tentacle. So there's 2 ciphers remaining. The mercenary's down. I don't really know where the mercenary is at, although the mercenary got back up. Oh wait. So now the mercenary, I think, is going to look for the dungeon here. At this point, I'm looking around the dungeon spawns, and I see that my tinnitus is going off in the top left corner. So now I can look around here. I see the footprints there. I'm just gonna follow those around. And the mercenary's got quite a bit of time that he still needs to kite. That used the wrong tentacle there. If I used the other one, that would have been an easy hit. But the mercenary's already been hit, so at this point, his only chance was to try to get to the then. And I just like doing this because I'm like, haha, I got you. But I'm gonna let the last survivor go. I don't really care. And the last match I'm gonna be showing you guys is also on Sacred Heart Hospital. So, as I established before, pretty good Feaster map because it's relatively smaller. So the Feaster is really good on small maps, but it's really difficult to play him on maps like, for instance, one map that's really tough to play him on is on Lakeside. Lakeside is one of the largest maps in the game. It makes it extremely difficult with the Feaster's pretty low mobility. So at this point, I'm looking around for my first survivor to chase. And I need to work on eventually memorizing all of the spawns so it doesn't take me so long to find a survivor sometimes. That's just some work that I need to do eventually. But I end up finding the dock here, which is a pretty good first catch. So now the dock's being forced over this way, where I'm able to get a regular hit on the dock. And the doctor is really, really fast when she gets hit because she has those, I think it's extra 2 seconds of boost, which actually allows you to cover quite a bit of ground. So at this point, the dock is doing what I'm saying, I just told you guys you probably shouldn't be doing, which is tight kiting. However, the dock executes that really, really well. And is able to buy their team just a little bit of time, but that's another example of like that pinning between the tentacle in yourself that I was talking about before. So now the duck is being taken to the chair. I'm going to throw down my peeper there because I'm right next to a cipher. And I just threw out an insignificant tentacle so I know where the rescuer is coming from. So I end up seeing the mercenary over here. And now I'm just setting up my area. So now you can see there's a lot of rescuing going on. Terror shock on the mercenary. I got a tentacle hit on the enchantress that was here for no apparent reason. That's a really good window. You saw me do that with the, I think it was the enchantress last game as well. Where I ended up pinning them between that specific window and myself. It's a really good area for Feaster. So now I can take the dock, put him on the rocket chair. Again, probably going to throw down a peeper here soon. Or not. And I'm just going to place a tentacle there, but I had a feeling they're going to try to heal up, so I'm going to use my peeper, find where they're at. And the enchantress is over here, and I'm able to get a quick hit on the enchantress. So now the mercenary is going for the rescue. No, that's not the mercenary, that's the perfumer, but the perfumer was actually too late there. But now the perfumer is the only one still up. Never mind, the mercenary used exit path, but I'm going to take the enchantress to the chair. But this is one of those moments where I had really good time for camping here. Watch what happens here. This is why, in my opinion, Feaster's late game camping is absolutely broken. So I'm gonna nightmare gaze them. I'm gonna set up my tentacles here. Yep. And then she's still nightmare gaze. So I'm able to get a tentacle hit there. She's literally just going around a tree at this point. And down number one. Now I can use Midnight Gaze on the mercenary. Able to get a hit on the mercenary number one, number two, and that is 2 stuff saves. And they surrender, and that's the game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope these videos help you improve your own gameplay. And let me know in the comment section below of any questions or suggestions for future videos. And thanks for watching.